Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we've got some new events announced here on JP Dokkan. I figured now would be a good time we could talk about what's coming and then talk about sort of the expectations for the rest of the celebration. We could talk about a little bit if we think the TANABATA celebration is good so far or not. Because I've heard a lot of talk about so people were, pretty upset with Dokkan, for sure. But I have seen that pretty much completely disappear, right? And I do think there's two specific reasons for that. Let's talk about the new events, and then we'll get into that. So we have a new Super Battle Road stage coming. This is notable because this is going to be the first stage of the next 10. So we're going to get stage 71 all the way up to stage 80. So they're finally going to do a World Tournament category Super Battle Road stage. This is funny because on JP, World Tournament and Peppy Gals were the first two categories introduced, right? Like, see, the wiki here is doing it like global style, but in actuality, the first two categories are World Tournament and Peppy Gals. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real fast. So this is something that would have been tough for quite a while, but now we've gotten some real hitters. The funny thing is Piccolo Jr. is here, right? So the stage is virtually like impossible to be difficult, unless it's just one enemy. Like, in order for the stage to be difficult at all, it pretty much has just got to be one enemy. Well, because, I mean, Piccolo can't really lead the category himself. Okay, because it's like, if you could bring double Piccolo Jr. in, and you're just popping his active skill, right? Like, there's just no challenge. Like, the last Super Battle Road stage we had was Gifted Warriors, right? And it's like, Piccolo just one-shots the entire fight every single time. It's really nuts how strong Piccolo can be with that active skill, right? We'll see. I'm going to go into it assuming that these are going to be one-enemy fights, but we'll see. Now, again, the reason this is notable, too, that it's the next 10 stages is because that means we're going to get a new reward, and here's what the reward is. This is the new support memory. This looks to be the scene of after Krillin removes Android 18, or Android 18 and 17's bomb, and then 18 is about to leave the lookout, and she looks back and says, "Oh, I'll be sucking your dick later, by the way." So here is what the support memory is. So this is Swaying Thoughts. Android or Earthling category allies 10% attack and defense during battle. Really good. You cannot understate, or I just feel like people don't understand exactly how good these buffs are most of the time. Incredibly powerful. I really, there's a lot of different categories I'd love to get one of these. Future, I think, would be a fantastic one. Time Traveler, potentially. Terrifying Conquerors would be a disgusting one, right? GT Bosses? No. No, yeah, GT Bosses. That strong category. But this will be the reward. The problem with this is that, I mean, when are we realistically going to get this? Like, next May or something? Like, we're actually going to get this support memory in, like, April or May. Like, it's actually going to take so long. Because they've given us two support memories in the same style, right? We got the Goku family buffing one, and we got the Vegeta family buffing one. And, like, that stuff started in, like, October of 2021 or something like that. So, it does take quite a while to go through that. So, there's that Super Battle Road stage. We got this. Thank you, of course, to Minato for that. We don't need the World Tournament thing anymore. Or Piccolo. Oh, geez, I opened up. So, okay. Anyway. And we also got a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, which is good. I believe they actually showed this Infinite Dragon Ball History stage a little bit during the live stream for TANABATA, which, the live stream still, I think they really did take a big chunk out of that live stream by not just waiting to put the data download in for Goku afterwards. It's just, you can never, like, make it make sense, right? It doesn't make sense, but whatever. So a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage is going to be coming, and those are the two things announced. So we are going to be getting a data download later tonight. I mean, do I think that there's going to be some sort of kooky surprise or something like that? Probably not. I mean, we're definitely going to get Chain Battle Baby will be in there. Those two events I talked about will be in there. Now, I thought that there was a good chance that this data download would include... Here, I want to get to the section I was talking about. Yeah, it's right here. I thought that potentially tonight's data download would give us 2 new Dragon Ball stories. Because look at this. I've got to imagine that the 2 Baby Saga Dragon Ball stories are coming during this celebration. Because every story event has returned during this. Every GT story event is here. Every GT story event, they're all here. Except for the 2 Baby Saga ones, right? And of course the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga one, which is already a Dragon Ball story. So I would have to imagine that there's a reason they didn't return the Baby Saga ones when literally, like, what's the goddamn, look, he's on their planet, like, it's, hello, like, I'm pretty sure, I am quite certain that we're gonna get these Dragon Ball stories at some point during this. So at the start of the video, I talked about how people have not seemed really upset, right? Now, I've heard a lot of complaints in 2 different ways, right? I've heard people complaining that the game doesn't have enough to do. Now, this is kind of, there's more stuff to do than ever, right? But, I mean, what people really want is they want stuff like Red Zone Broly released, like, every week and stuff like that. And it's just not really, like, super realistic for them to do, right? Like, it's, I don't know, like, they kind of have put up the same rate of, like, super difficult content for, like, a very long time. I do feel like 2022, which is, you know, so far Dokkan's best year, has thrown people off quite a bit, because they did release, I mean, we had the 2, you know, the movie and the GT Red Zone, then we got the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone, along with missions for all those, and we got tons of missions for all the legendary events. To be fair, they have given us a lot of missions for legendary events this year as well, but, you know, it's like the Red Zone was very fresh, it was very difficult, it was like a full meta reset for people, and it's like 2023 has just been kind of like a standard year, right? Like, we've had 2 difficult events, I guess 3 if you want to count the anniversary battle. We've had the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone, we've had the Birth of the Shadow Dragon event, which has the hardest fight in the game, Sin, and then we've had the 8th anniversary, like, anniversary battle event. And it's like, you know, we have that, but that's all stuff that happened in January and February, right? We haven't really gotten, like, huge difficult stuff since then. I've heard a lot of people complaining about that. And then, of course, the character choices. Judging by the fact that everyone's, like, frustration with the game seemingly vanished overnight with the data download, which had this guy, I have not really seen much complaints. I saw, like, one guy saying JP's boring right now, but this is one person, right? Like, before, it's like everyone is upset. So, really, I've been monitoring this. It really does seem to me like no matter what anyone says, it's the characters. It's just all that's important. Like, people will come on here and they'll do the whole thing of, like, oh, banners are not content, the new characters are not content, which in Dokkan I probably do agree with, actually. But in Legends, like, banners are content. It's a PvP game. You're going to be seeing them in game every 2 seconds when they're good, right? But in Dokkan, yeah, they do got to release actual stages. But people's frustrations, it's like, even if there's no content, if they drop full power LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, guess what? People don't care. Because this dude is raw as hell, right? That's really all that truly matters to people. So it's like, that's why you can see Dragon Ball Saga, was it good that they got those celebrations in? Yeah, but remember what I've said a couple of times. I think it's important for Dokkan to kind of do, like, go up and down, up and down. I mean, we're so deep in, they do have to release the LR Bulma, the Dragon Ball Saga Dokkan Fest, the KL Dokkan Fest, the Super 17 Dokkan Fest. I do like all these, like, picks. But Super Boot was in a bad spot. And then, I mean, dude, in a 4-month span, they gave us 3 base form Gokus. Releasing Goku himself is not a problem. Because it's like, we pull up, you know, the Goku page, and there's 40 different named characters with Goku. They can keep releasing Gokus all day long. That's not a problem. But you need to just not drop the exact same Goku over and over and over. Why does Super Saiyan 4 Goku work so well? Well, number 1, he's super hype. But number 2, we haven't had a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Goku since 2019. And this is actually only our 3rd Super Saiyan 4 Goku in 8 years, right? I mean, to be fair, multiple of them were major anniversaries, right? So there is that. So again, look at this, right? Like, this thing, even when Super Saiyan 4 Goku was announced, I saw people like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Goku battle, here we go yet again. But, like, let's be serious. If they announce as the next Dokkan Fest, where is he? Where is he that I want to pull up? Yeah, this guy. If they announce this guy, oh well, okay, I'll just normally click like this. I feel like if they announce this guy as like the next Dokkan Fest, I think people would be excited. Like right, like something we've barely seen before, right? Like if they give us Dragon Fist. Oh, here I want to look at the JP version. If they give us Dragon Fist, I wonder what they're gonna do with these guys' EZAs. By the way, since they're different, they're gonna be way different because their stats are different, right? Like that's aren't their stats different? 13,371. I'm pretty sure they are, aren't they? Maybe I'm wrong. I almost wanna hold on. I'm curious. Weren't their stats different? All right. I went on a little field trip just to do a little fact checking. So Super Saiyan Kaioken does actually have the same stats on Global and JP. His are the same, but it's the Pikkon. Pikkon is different. Pikkon has different stats on each version. So that is interesting. Yeah, remember, for some reason, I hate this, by the way. Them having characters like Global and JP version that are different. I just think that it's just so stupid. I think that the characters should be exact same on both versions. There should be no differences. Everything should be the same. And Global should be caught up, but I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, just a quick field trip. I would love this guy as a new Dokkan Fest, right? So I think it's just important. Remember, Omatsu came on stream, and he proudly looked down the barrel of the camera and said, "We have everything planned until the 10th anniversary." All right, jackass, then show us this. Don't tell us this and then drop 3 base Gokus in 5 seconds. Make sure you're splitting them up. Like, if they had given us, you know, I think now in hindsight, Piccolo Jr. and 23rd World Tournament Goku, that was the base Goku they should have released. That was the one. Absolutely. 8th anniversary, retroactively, yeah. Now it's like, yeah, they should have just given us Kibu and Omega, right? And then this Spirit Bomb Goku, they could have pummeled his ass into the sun and dropped him in like 2025 or 2024 or something like that. That's what they could have and should have done. So I think as long as still kind of dropping hype, they you know, it looks like things are going to be okay. But it's just when they drop like 50 base Gokus in a row, like I could understand people's frustration. And I do think releasing non-hype characters as Dokkan Fest, again, think Kale, Videl, Yamcha, Ginyu, Raditz, these types of characters, they do deserve their time in the sun. But they need to be, you know, Ginyu level, LR Bulma level, Videl level. They need to not give us, you know, Raditz, stuff like that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see what the data download looks like tonight. There is going to at least be some more stages. I'm really excited for LR Baby because, I mean, you guys know we have like kind of like a weakness with villain characters. It's always going to be that way. Like, dude, if Carnival Baby is top 5, oh my god, that's going to be so good for the game. Because Baby is on so many categories. He has such good links. Carnival LR Baby could be a villain savior, dude. Like, I'm really excited. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.